Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is a product review for the Tornado 3 Revit and Tornado 2. So stick around. So the Tornado jackets from Revit are pretty much 3-season full mesh jackets. And this is the version 2 and this is the version 3. There are slight differences. By the way, this is the women's jacket and this is the men's jacket. But I do not think that they differ at all between men and women, but correct me if I'm wrong. Anyways, these jackets range about a little over $300 per piece, so probably $350 more or less after taxes. And the reason that we got these jackets is because we've been off-roading a lot, and when you off-road and it's hot and you're working harder, it's just nicer to have a mesh gear. The adventure gear that we've been wearing prior to this all over the place is basically the Climb adventure jacket and pants, and I think I've already done a review on the Climb Artemis jacket and pants for women, and later on I'm also going to do a review for the men's Climb Badlands Pro jacket and pants, because they are still, I think, the best all-rounder where I live anyway. Let's start with the older version. So this is the women's Tornado 2 jacket. It comes with a liner, and before we go into the liner details, let's do the outside of the jacket first. There's two big pockets here, right and left pocket. The pocket size is actually huge, and it's nice because I have a really big phone and it fits in this pocket without any issues. I don't have to unzip the jacket and put it in the inner pocket, which I'll tell you guys here. It has one inside pocket, and that's about it for the outer layer. And here you can see it's fully mesh on the front, on the sleeves, and the back has mostly mesh. The back protectors for the Revit jackets need to be purchased separately. So you're gonna have to add that into the cost overall once you buy the jacket. I can't remember off the top of my head how much the back protector cost actually, but I don't think it's significantly much. So for this jacket specifically, I got a size 36. And the jacket back protector is a C-Soft type RV size 4. Only one pocket inside the outer layer jacket. So it comes with the elbow and shoulder pads already. I wanted to show you guys the sleeve on this. So I actually fit a size 34, but I chose to buy a size 36 because if I do not do that, then I can't really wear too much layers inside this jacket. So because of that, the sleeves on this jacket is a little loose, and you do have this strap here that you can tighten. However, it still doesn't tighten the elbow pads. Once again, this is the version 2, Tornado 2 for women's, and the Tornado 3 has the strap here. As you guys can see, for men's, they have the strap for the bottom piece. That way, you can actually cinch this down and the elbow pads won't move around your arms like this. What I do like about this jacket compared to my Climb Artemis is that even though the armhole is small, you can loosen this up. So you can open the tabs here, you can unzip this, and there you have a wide opening. The reason why this is important to me is because I do like to wear my gloves inside the sleeve, and what happens with my other gear is that I really have to fight to get my gloves inside the sleeve. Well, this one I can just unzip it and then wear the gloves and zip it down, so it's actually inside the sleeve. It also has a strap for the waist, so you can cinch it down if you want to. And before I forget, we do have the collar button here that slides, so you can button the collar, and which is basically the same. The 2 and the 3 have the same thing. It's the same exact slider, so you can slide it in like this. With what it does is, when you slide it in like that, it tightens the collar more. If you want it tighter, you can slide it out like this, so it's looser. The only difference up here that I see is that the tab for this is a loop tab. So if you don't want it flapping in the wind, you can do this. While on the Tornado 3, you unbutton it and you just button it on the other side. The thing that I think about is that this is easier when you have gloves on, to just unbutton it once you want to close the tab. Just minor nuances. I got the Tornado 2 even though the Tornado 3 is already out, because it was already available in the store, and it was actually discounted because they already have the Tornado 3, so I couldn't say no, and I needed a mesh jacket anyway. So I got this jacket and sampled it out, rode with it in hot weather. And then Kyle thought, I should do that too, because the climb gear that we use in hot weather when we go to the forest for off-road riding, it gets really hot. Even though you have all those zippers and vents, we're not going fast enough off-road that the ventilation is not as good. Once you get to the freeway, it's fantastic, but nothing compared to a full mesh jacket. Moving on to the liner. Let's look at the women's liner. So the inside of the jacket, it has this zipper attachment so you can attach it to the Revit pants. Same goes for the outer layer in case you're not wearing the liner. You have 2 pockets on the inside. One is just a Velcro and the other one is a zipper pocket. Also sizably huge pockets. So if you have big phones, your passport, whatever, they fit there really nicely. Documents, whatever. This is what the liner looks like. For you to attach this to the outer liner, you basically just zip it to the other jacket, and there's a loop here for the sleeve, so you can secure it to the outer jacket. As an additional waterproofing measure, you have these Velcro here after the zipper, because theoretically this is supposed to be rainproof. It's sort of like a puff jacket and rain jacket in one, which I think is kind of nice. However, there had been times where it's rained but it's not really cold, so this gets too hot. Or also the fact that this garter here is really tight, so it's nice looking because it's like a bomber jacket style, but because it's so tight, it tends to ride up. If you don't use the inside zipper thing to zip into the pants, this rides up when you're riding, therefore defeats the purpose of it supposedly warming you up because it's a puff jacket. So instead of using this liner, I actually use my own packable puff jacket when I ride, and if it's colder, then I use my rain jacket over my puff jacket. Basically, I have 2 packable jackets. One's a puff jacket and one's a rain jacket, and I just wear those, and then I wear this. And that is the reason why I got a bigger size, because I'm not using this at all. I mean, this actually doesn't pack as well either anyway. Those 2 jackets pack smaller than this in size when it's compressed. Before I forget to mention, there's actually also these tabs here. I think it's to attach your neck brace if you're wearing their neck brace. The things that I do not like about this jacket is, first of all, it's liner, but I bought this jacket not for the liner, but the fact that it's mesh. And maybe you're gonna say, then why not get the Airwave, which is basically their mesh summer jacket. It does not come with a liner. The reason why I didn't get the Airwave is literally because this was on sale, and the Airwave and this would be the same price. So I might as well get one that comes with a liner, even if I wasn't gonna wear the liner, because theoretically this is a more expensive model. Because it is mostly mesh, when it's cold and windy, this is not really the jacket to wear, especially where I live, because it can be really freezing. Another thing I don't like about it is that the material is not as durable feeling as the Climb. I don't know the tech specs on top of my head, but if you guys check it out on Revzilla or Cycle Gear, it will show it there, and I'm pretty sure the durability measurements is much less than the Climb Artemis jacket that I usually wear. And you can tell also when you pick it up and touch it, the construction, it's softer and it's more comfortable, more closely comparable to regular clothing, which means if you crash and slid and all that stuff, it won't really hold up as well. But in terms of wearing it every day, feeling more comfortable moving around in it, of course this is gonna be more comfortable. And I do not like their color selection. They only had, at the store, they only had this color and a black one. But because I plan to wear it when it's super hot, I don't want to wear black because black absorbs more heat. So I ended up with this one. I would prefer to have a color similar to the one that I have for Climb, which is more brown sandy color. But this is good enough. So let's move on to the men's version, Tornado 3. The design, there's some changes, more highlights, it looks like, in terms of the difference. And the button that I mentioned earlier, the tabs on the waist is still the same. There's now an additional strap on the lower end of the elbow, as mentioned earlier. Instead of a strap on the top, they use this button setting, so you can button it here or here to tighten it as you wish. I'm actually not sure if this is only for the men's, but for this specific model, Tornado 3, it looks like there's 2 pockets. But I can't really say that for sure because I don't have the women's Tornado 3 to compare it to. I will only hope that they're the same. And I say that because they are Tornado 3 model, men versus women, as opposed to having, for example, Climb Badlands Pro for men and Climb Artemis for women. So I would like to assume that they had made it equally for both gender. So anyways, 2 tab Velcro pockets there, huge pockets in front. Since this is a size large men, it uses a C-Soft Type RB size 5 back protector, which once again, you need to buy separately. By default, it comes with shoulder pads and elbow pads, same as the other one. Let's take a look at the liner. The liner is very similar to the Tornado 2 women's liner. But maybe because it's for men, the garter on the sleeve is a little bit tight, same as the women, but the ones on the bottom is not the same. So the back has the garter bomber look, but the front is actually flat. So maybe for the men it doesn't ride up all the way. But here's another thing I can't say for sure because this is the Tornado 3. That's the Tornado 2, and the liner on that one is a full garter all the way around, and this one is just a half garter. But I don't know if the women's come with also a half garter for the Tornado 3. Let's look at the inside. For the inside, there's one big pocket on the right side, See how big that is? You can put so much stuff in there. And once again, you get the option to zip this to your pants. It has to be the Revit pants. Not the Revit jeans, but any Revit overpants should work. But the funny thing is, the Tornado 2 has 2 inside pockets on the liner jacket, but for the men Tornado 3, there's only 1. But on the inside, on the liner, on the actual jacket, there's 2. Go figure. Okay, it looks like I've covered everything, and if I didn't, please ask me the questions on the comment section down below. If you like this video, and I hope you did like this video, and I hope that is very informative and helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and ride safe as always. Bye!